All right, let's go ahead and get things underway. Let me see. Here we go. Hey, everyone. Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Show It. We're going to be watching the first episode of Creature Commandos tonight. And this is an interesting one because this was basically the soft launch of the DCU under James Gunn, and I don't know. I don't know much about like who the showrunners are, who the crew is, or anything. I don't know who's in it. I don't know who's voicing who's in it. So I'm really curious about this because, you know, at this point, at least for me, Superman is the start of the DCU. This apparently takes place before Superman. And so I am really interested to know just what kind of shenaniganery we're going to get into with this one. So, anyways, let me say hello to CG. How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. He says that Creature Commandos came out during a time when he was tired of James Gunn making things about anti-hero teams, but hopes that I enjoy the first episode and have a lot of fun. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably never going to tire of James Gunn writing broken people and putting them into these found families that, you know, on paper shouldn't work out, but end up working out. So we'll see. All right, CG's says that he would have felt more excited about Creature Commandos if it came after Superman because Superman gave him hope for the new DC continuity that he didn't previously have. Sometimes it's all about timing, you know? All right. Okay. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and get into it in just a second here. I have got, let me go ahead and plug in the headphones. Let me tell Windows that it's okay that I plugged something in. And let me go ahead and mute the desktop audio. I remember those days when I used to leave the desktop audio on, and it was very embarrassing. But I don't do that anymore, I say right before I do it. We'll see. No, I've already muted it, so it's good. Anyways, thanks for being here, CG. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. And to any of you who joined me on the VOD or later during this stream, I hope you are having a wonderful evening as well, and that you are enjoying my responses to Creature Commandos. All right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just do the sound test. So I've got everything plugged in and ready to go. So I'm going to slip these on. We're going to go ahead and just start the first episode. And again, I tend to let about 30 seconds of it play. Looks like I got a little commercial that I have the option of skipping. There is a DC Studios podcast. Okay, they're really putting in those commercials. All right. And here we go. This is rated M for coarse language and sexual situations. Okay. All right, we have got some establishing shots, some, I don't know, secret military facility looking place. So yeah, we're just gonna let that go. All right, yeah, that first bit of commercial was right about 30 seconds long, so, and it's on the stupid time stream. God, I hate it. I hate it when streaming services do that crap. Because you're screwing up my timeline when you do that. When I do the you know, when I put a timer on here, they're screwing that up, you know. I really wish they wouldn't do that, but whatever. I just get annoyed with them. So, let's see. Like with Harley Quinn, you're curious to see how many voices I'm gonna recognize. Oh, really? I like that. I like challenge accepted, you know. There are a few recognizable people doing voices. Okay, yeah, no, I have not looked into I've not looked at the cast. I've not looked at the crew. I don't know anything about it. So, hey, Marshlands, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. And commentating on how ridiculous I feel like it is that when a streaming platform decides to put commercials like advertisements in, they're actually putting it like on the feature's actual timeline. Pisses me off. Paramount Plus does it. HBO Max has started doing it, and those fuckers need to stop it. So I'm not flipping any of you off. That middle finger was meant for them, for Paramount Plus and HBO Max. Fuck you guys. Sorry, I try not to curse too much, but like sometimes the shit pisses me off. All right, okay. Anyways, I think we're pretty much good to go, so I think we're just going to go ahead and get started. So, before we do, if you're new here or revisiting me at some point on the VOD, just know that if you are looking for audio and video from the feature in question, I'm afraid you're not going to get it. What you see here is basically what you get, and that is me on camera watching and reacting. This is a watch party, so you have the opportunity to watch it along with me. I will have a timer on the overlay, which I'm showing right now. There's the timer. And basically you have the opportunity, if you have access to this show, to watch it along with me. And so you can see my reactions as I'm seeing this. I will be watching this for the first time. I've never seen it before. I know hardly anything about it. Some of these characters are in DC Worlds Collide. That's literally all I know about them. The Bride, for example, she's a tank in that game. So anyways, I will also at some point be making reaction video content off of this footage. I don't know when, but it will happen eventually. So there will be an intro. Excuse me. I just ate not too long ago. So there will be an intro. We'll have the viewing. We'll have what I call the postmortem, where we review and react to what we've watched. And then we'll have the outro, and then we'll be done. And that's gonna pretty much be how we do things. If this is not what you're here for, I get it. I completely understand. And feel free to click off of this. I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want any of the negative engagement that I sometimes tend to get from people who wander in thinking that I've uploaded an entire episode to YouTube or something. It doesn't work that way, guys. I couldn't do that. It's not legal, technically speaking. So no, of course I'm not doing that. All right. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a moment, so hang tight. And let's see, what do you guys have to say? Okay, Marshlands overall thought it was pretty decent. Probably won't be too much longer before he gets to finishing the live action Superman movie reviews. And we'll probably move on to Peacemaker Season 1, then Creature Commandos, then Superman, then Peacemaker Season 2. All right, you just finished watching Merry Little Batman? Nice. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy Bat Fam. I don't know when or if I'm going to get around to watching those. I don't know. We'll see. All right. In any case, we're going to go ahead and get started soon here. At this point, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do the, we're just going to go ahead and get started. So, all right. And Marshlands is putting out the word, hey, anyone who wants to watch along, this is on HBO Max. That is correct. And actually, Marshlands, actually, I think I was meaning to ask you this before. Would you be interested in being a moderator on this channel? I ask because, you show up regularly enough, and then you often do things like this where you kind of put up content for people when I often forget to do so. And I really appreciate someone who can help keep me on task like that. So if it's something you're interested in, let me know. Because I think I'd meant to ask you on the previous stream and I just forgot. So and if you're not interested, that's fine too. I'm asking for a reason. So, all right. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and get started here. Merry Little Batman, overall pretty enjoyable, considering the age demographic it seems to be aimed towards. Seems like it should be closer to an hour rather than an hour and a half. Yeah, I know that like Spidey and His Amazing Friends is aimed at a younger age, and that's one of the reasons that I have not watched it. So I don't know what I don't know what age they're intended for, but I would imagine it's a younger audience. So all right. Okay. All right. So I mentioned earlier that we were going to do an intro to this, and we are going to start that intro right now. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Show It, the the live streaming show where I show myself an episode of a show and then show my reaction to said show episode. Tonight's feature is going to be Creature Commandos. It's like the unofficial kind of soft launch of James Gunn's DC universe, which I find very interesting. Please remember that as Show It is both a watch party and a reaction, this will serve as a reaction and watch party to Creature Commandos. Season 1, Episode 1, The Collywobbles. I think that's a brilliant title, by the way. I don't know. I just really, really like it. So, all right. I don't know a thing about Creature Commandos. Okay, that's not entirely true. I know that it is considered to be the soft launch of James Gunn's DCU, which is really interesting because it did come out well before Superman did. And some of the characters in this show are playable characters in the mobile game DC Worlds Collide. Like, for instance, the Bride is a legendary tank character. God, I don't even know all their names. Frankenstein's monster he's also a tank character. Dr. Phosphorus is an epic. I think he's an attack character. And then Weasel is in it as well. But that's it. That's all I know. Like, I know that these are characters in a game and they are, in their game text, it says appears in Creature Commandos. That's literally all I know. So I don't know who is voicing any of these characters. I don't know who the crew is. I just know that it has a connection to James Gunn's DCU. And that's really interesting to me. So I am, of course, very excited to see this first episode. So we're going to go ahead and watch it very soon. But in the meantime, CG mentioned something like he was, at the time this came out, he was a little bit tired of seeing James Gunn put, anti-hero teams together. And I'm all for that. So if James Gunn was directly behind this and that's what he's doing, I mean, I'm up for some animated Guardians of the Galaxy with inhuman freak people. Sure, let's do it. I don't know. So, but yeah, I'm excited to get to this, and we are going to do that in just a moment. If you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. In this case, fans of the DC Universe. Whether you like or dislike this episode, let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this show. And finally, you can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. Excuse me, sorry. Again, ate not too long ago. There we go. Each show has its own playlist under the category Watch Party, and I've created a special DC First Episodes playlist that this show will be on, that this reaction will be on. Whichever of those playlists you go looking for, be sure to look for them on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. All right, and I think that's everything. So we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a moment. So let me go ahead and slip on my beautiful headphones. They are so beautiful. Okay, and let me go ahead and get the tools out for my script. There we go. All right, let me see. You'd be interested, just let you know what you'd need to do. Would mind helping out? Okay, yeah. Um, I mean, you're doing a lot of it already. You would just have the ability, for instance, to post links if I made you a moderator. Um, and I don't know, like I don't really do moderator meetings or anything. Maybe I should. I don't know. But just kind of generally having an idea of how I like to do things and doing them that way. I mean, it'd be kind of a learn as you go thing, but thank you. Yeah, I'll go. I think I can do that right now, actually. Hold on. Add as moderator. Uh-huh. All right. There we go. All right. It's aimed at a slightly older age range than Spidey. It's aimed largely towards preschool. Merry Little Batman is aimed around the eight. Oh, okay. All right. Person next to nothing. Creature Commandos. But prior to the show, Weasel is the character I probably knew the most of going in, but that was largely due to the Suicide Squad. And yeah, like literally, that's all I know about Weasel too. So that's a good point. So, there are times when I like anti-hero stories, but I think that I was in the mood for truly heroic characters around the time Creature Commandos came out. Fair enough. All right. Oh, and you just shared the stream on your community page. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Seriously, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, this is going to be a short one because this one's only like 24 minutes and 48 seconds with that goddamn ad in there. So, which I mean, I'm going to play it just simply because I want the timer to match what's on the timeline. So, whatever. I really hate that they're doing that. Um all right. So, let's go ahead and get this underway, guys. All right? Here we go. All right, everyone. Creature Commandos, Season 1, Episode 1. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I forgot to give out the, I didn't put the time on the time iron. I need to do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a dumb. Okay. Give me just a moment. Okay. All right. So when I give the thwip about a second later, I will hit play on the feature. It will be from the 000 mark on the timeline. Um, So about a second after that, I will hit go on the timer. So I'm going to put a couple of seconds on the timeline or on my timer right now. So that way, by the time I get to hitting the timer, things should match up. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Let's do this. Okay, everyone. Creature Commandos, Season 1, Episode 1, The Collywobbles. Pausing. Sorry, guys, I had to pause it. I'm pausing the timer right now. We may start over. Because apparently I was disconnected from OBS. It looks like I dropped packages for a significant amount of time. So I'm sorry, we're going to go back and do this again because apparently we can't have nice things. So, all right. Okay. Thank you for the message, Marshlands. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I did see you. I do see you on my Discord, so thanks for that. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna go ahead and restart because apparently my internet was being stupid. I'm just checking to see if it's going to do anything stupid again. Sorry, sometimes we have technical difficulties. All right, okay, let's do this again. All right, everyone. Creature Commandos, Season 1, Episode 1, The Collywobbles. All right. Here we go. Ah, and I've just screwed up again. Pretty sure the timer's off by about 10 or 15 seconds now. Yeah, I really freaking hate that. Stupid in the timeline commercials. Like the DC podcast one, I don't mind because it's like 2-3 seconds. All right. Okay. Big secret government facility with an American flag. Sons of Themyscira? What? Cersei. I love these fictional country names. Oh, God. Oh, boy. What a bunch of morons. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to assume that's Viola Davis. Because that's very clearly Amanda Waller. Okay, so Cersei bad. Is that Frank Grillo? Is that Rick Flag Sr.? Leave it to Amanda Waller to have another disposable squad to help. Like her already. She's flipping people off. You're free vest. uh I'm enjoying the dialogue. Wait a minute, what? Oh. So did the Suicide Squad movie, or at least a version of it, happen in this universe? GI Robot, really? Oh boy. Come on down, meet your team. Mm. Task Force M, ha ha. Indira Varma, the bride. Sean Gunn as GI Robot and Weasel. Alan Tudyk as Dr. Phosphorus. Zoe Chow as Nina Mazursky. David as Frankenstein. Oh, I love it. Nice. This is a really good cast. Created by James Gunn. Okay. Written by James Gunn. The Collywobbles. Okay. All right. I'm in. Cersei. It's Cersei. God damn it. It's like, yep, you can't tell if he's smiling. Oh, right. Has she been here? Did she live here? I don't know. Man, what a lineup. Hey, I'm from the US. Me and my army of freaks here. I'm sorry, my platoon of freaks here are here to help you. Uh-oh. The sons of Themyscira are on the job here. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Some men admire a good bust, you know? And if you can't see his eyes, well, that's on you. All right. How much are we going to discover about this team is kind of what I'm. Uh-oh. You seriously would not have gotten an intelligence briefing about her before you came here? Seriously? Bride's like, please. I looked so much better than her when I was her age. DC's version of, we don't do that here. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, all right. I was like, he's messing with him. Okay, all right. Yeah, that was pretty good. I liked that. Oh my god. Their pop culture is like several is a couple of decades behind. Dr. Phosphorus. That's like from 4 decades ago. Okay, who is voicing the princess? GI Robot? Nothing. Frank Grillo as or I'm sorry, Rick Flag looks like he looks like Spock from Star Trek 6, like being like, "Oh my god, their behavior." Whoa. Okay. Oh boy. I like how the bride is like she's two fisting bottles of wine. Oh my god, she's playing fetch with Weasel. Wow. GI Robot is a he's a refugee from the Inglorious Bastards apparently. Wow. He's been uh he's been active for a while. Weasel's like an overgrown untrained dog. Okay, all right. Sorry about that, guys. We hit another disconnection bump. I don't know what's doing it. This is something, unfortunately, it just happens from time to time. Um, I went ahead as soon as I realized what was going on. I have paused the show. The show is currently paused at approximately 13 minutes and 52 seconds. So I'm gonna take a few minutes. We're gonna see if this happens again. Um, because sometimes these things occur like in they occur in fits. So but we'll take a couple of minutes and then we'll get back on track. So yeah, no, it's happening on my end. And again, it's just I've already said so many curse words today, but it's internet fuckery, it seems like. So, but yeah, no, I've got the timer at 13 minutes and 55 seconds. I think the show itself is at about 13 minutes and 51 or 52 seconds or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. It's a guess, but yeah. It's really annoying when this happens during a live stream because like live streams like this especially they depend so much on like everything just kind of working smoothly and syncing up together. And so whenever this does happen, I get extremely frustrated like on the back end. Like hopefully you guys aren't seeing like you're probably seeing a little bit of how frustrated I am, but like on the inside, I just like want to find whoever or whatever's responsible, and I want to throttle them, you know. So, all right. See, I'm not sure that it's Disney Plus. I mean, maybe it is, but it's like OBS was dropping the connection, and HBO Max was continuing to play it for me at least. So it could have been a resources issue, I suppose. I don't know. Um, but unfortunately, these things happen, right? These things happen. All right. We seem to be okay for now. I've been talking for a couple of minutes. So I think we're just going to go ahead and continue. Again, I would say at this point, go ahead and sync yourself up to about 3 minutes. Well, actually, I guess if you want to sync up to the timer where I am, because I'm going to let this play for 3 seconds and then I'll hit go on the timer. I'll give out the thwip when I hit play, so that way you guys, if you're 3 seconds back and wanna go off the thwip, you can do that. Otherwise, you could watch for the for when I resume the timer on my end. So. Again, I'm sorry about this. It's just a thing that happens sometimes. So, all right. Give me just a moment. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, we're gonna resume. All right. I'm at 13:52. I'm gonna let it play for 3 seconds. So I'll give the thwip, let it play 3 seconds, so it's synced with the timer, and then I'll go on the timer. Okay. So, but when I give the thwip, that's when I'm hitting play on the feature. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Here we go. Ooh. Mm. Okay, so either she genuinely wants to yes, it's very nice. So either she's genuinely hitting on him or she's about to mess him up in some way. Oh, well, damn. Uh-huh. Damn. I'll leave the robot that has no urges. We'll let him be in charge of your direct security. I gotta hand it to him. I mean, he that was a very that was a good show of integrity on his part, man. Like, nope, nope, nope. I'm not crossing this line with you. Oh my God. GI Robot really hates Nazis. And there goes Fish Girl. I don't remember. Nina something. Oh, Bride's going out and doing some vigilanteism. Yeah. Oh my God, she's just trying to be insulting. Okay. Oh no. Okay, she's gonna go get Frankenstein's monster, isn't she? She's not crazy about the way people here live. It's very seedy to her. It's like, you really want to do this? Oh, dove into the dude who looks like he's on fire. Yeah, don't hit his skin, you moron. Oh boy, what did you do? Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna go badly for whoever's doing this. Oh, nice. Like, at this point, like, the jig should be, well, no, I guess it isn't. Oh my God. Stop. Okay, guys. I was really getting into that fight, and I didn't notice that we had stopped for probably a good 30 seconds or so. So my apologies for that. But god damn, fucking internet tonight. Sorry. I know I've cursed a lot during this stream, and I don't normally do that, but like this has been a frustrating evening. I do apologize for that. Um, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I've got it paused right now. We're at approximately 20 minutes and 48 seconds on the show. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go again, and then hopefully we can just get to the end. We're like 4 minutes away from the end of this episode. Again, I'm so sorry. This shit just happens sometimes, and it really, like, I really want to kick something. I really do. Like, I want to. I want to throttle the internet connection or something. Let me just make sure that no one in my house has said anything about the internet now. Doesn't look like it. I do see a friend's request on Discord from Marshlands, so let me go ahead and accept that. There we go. Thank you, Marshlands. Much appreciated. Okay. All right. It is so frustrating. At about what point did it cut out? Because what I am willing to go back. Like if you want, we could go back like right back to the 20-minute mark when they were fighting. I'm pretty sure that let's go ahead and do that. We can go back to the 20-minute mark. And there we go. I think that's right about 20 minutes. So the frame that I'm looking at, it appears to be a frame of Rick Flag Sr.'s body while he's in his underwear and undershirt, and Phosphorus's flaming skull is blurred out in the foreground. So hopefully that'll give you guys a visual indicator of where I am. And oh my God, this frickin' internet connection. So all right, skip 2021. Yeah, let's just go to 20 minutes and hopefully like we'll just take it back there. And I'll let it play for like a minute or close to it. I'll try to let it get to 20 minutes and 58 seconds and I'll just restart the timer from there. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, all right, we ready to go again? I am going to definitely let my internet company know about this. So, okay, all right. So here we go, guys. Again, I'm right at 20 minutes on the timeline. The HBO Max timeline says that I have 4 minutes and 47 seconds left. All right. So let's go ahead and start from there. We're going to do it in just a moment. All right. Okay. And here we are at the moment. Okay, guys, here we go. Yeah. And yeah, they're just going to fight. God damn. Did that just happen to be hot water in that glass? We see that Phosphorus is like actually a decent fighter, in addition to being an irradiated man on fire. God. Rick Flag is vicious. Like in a fight. Dang. I'm not here to F with you. So, start acting like we're actually on the same team. All right. I'll resume the timeline here. Okay, let's try this again. Where you were, oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say where you were born or where you were made. I guess they're the same thing. There's always got to be a sketchy gatekeeper, groundskeeper. I'm sorry, who was that on the poster of her phone? Was that Zac Efron without a shirt on? Oh God, there he is. Okay, I know this guy from DC Worlds Collect or Worlds Collide. Does he look like he's crying? Okay, and that's where we end. Oh my God. Wow. We got like credits. Is there a post credit scene? Or is it a trailer for the next episode? I'll bet that's what it is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here. Okay. Um, it is approximately at 22 minutes and 57 seconds. There appears to be a trailer. It looks like it's the trailer for the next episode. Um, I'll ask you guys. I'll put it to you guys. Marshland's DC or Jesus DC CG. Um, should we watch the trailer for the next episode or should we just leave it where it is? I will I will let you guys I will let you guys weigh in. So, all right. Cuz it looks like the Warner Brothers logo is like coming in from the dark basically. So, let me know and if you guys think we should watch the trailer for the next episode because that's what it looks like. It looks like there's about a minute and 43 seconds left. And it looks like it goes pretty much all the way to the end of the timeline. So yeah, let me know. Should we watch it? And if it isn't a trailer, if it's like a post credit scene, that's a really long post credit scene. So all right, CG is like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Okay. Marshlands, do you have any preference? And during all this time, I've completely like the timer for this episode is probably next to useless now because of all of the bull crap that I've had to deal with. So, all right. Hold on one moment. I'm going to just stop the damn trailer because I think the total length of the timeline is 24 minutes and 47 seconds anyway. So, personally, I'd probably see about watching the trailer for the next episode, see if maybe you want to continue watching the show. Okay. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and play it right now. Here we go. Da, da, da. Okay. Oh, more of Cersei. I will show you the future. Okay, so this is a trailer for the rest of the season, I guess. Oh. Okay. Is she an alien? Yeah, lots of cheesy one-liners. Did I just see Clayface? Yeah, yeah, what's your point? We've doomed the world. Okay, that's nice. And it's starting the next episode. Okay, all right. That was fun. That was actually quite a bit of fun. So Hold on, I'm going to just make sure that this will not be auto playing anything. There we go. We killed the window. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna I'm just gonna get rid of the damn timer for the moment. Like there's no frickin' point to it for this stream. All right. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the postmortem here. So first thing I'd like to say is that I had a lot of technical difficulties during the viewing of this episode. My internet kept cutting in and out like 2 or 3 times during the episode. I do apologize for that. Sometimes these things happen. I'm going to try to make it as smooth as possible when I eventually edit all this stuff, but at least for the time being, I don't know. The timer down here is probably not worth very much during the episode, but sorry. These things happen. Okay. All right. And in the meantime, let's talk about Creature Commandos episode 1. Okay, this was actually a lot of fun. So I find that I actually really enjoy kind of like adult animated shows. And it's not just because I like seeing you know, an errant boob on a beautiful woman, or a nice flash of ass or something. I mean, I'm a guy, uh, completely guilty of that. But I do like that a lot of the content can veer into conversations, topics, and situations that are happening in shows like Batman the Animated Series and so on and so forth, but that they just aren't showing or depicting accurately because they're self-censoring for the intended audience. I don't have a problem with that necessarily, but sometimes I do just like to see things like kind of as they are, a little bit raw, a little bit, saucy, if you will. And this show definitely does that, and I really kind of enjoy it. I will say, damn, what a cast! I didn't know who the women actors were, and that might just be because I'm just stupid that way. I don't know, but yeah, like I picked out Viola Davis pretty quickly because I know she's Amanda Waller. And then I picked out Frank Grillo very quickly, and then I just saw the cast list, and I'm like, Alan Tudyk is here. Okay, Sean Gunn is here. Okay, it was just like, wow, this is quite the little cast that they've got going here. So that was fun. And I do like the kind of vicious sense of humor that tends to come with these things. This feels like if you want to say that this is a James Gunn show, if it looks like he wrote it, created it. I don't know if he directed it. I don't really care at this point. It feels like James Gunn. It feels like a bit like Guardians of the Galaxy with more of the filters removed, just being like, nope, we're gonna, we're gonna throw some adult situations out there. We're gonna throw a couple of F-bombs in there. Let's just do it. Um, Now, to be fair, like you do have to be kind of in the mood for this sort of thing. You got to be in the mood for it. But essentially, like I really like it when they do stuff like this. I've seen some clips, some DC clips from some shows where I've just been like, oh my god, that happened. Okay. I think wasn't it Batman Assault on Arkham where Harley Quinn seduced and slept with Deadshot, right? That did happen, right? And I was just like I think I saw a clip of that once and I was like, that's funny. So yeah, I could definitely, like, so far I have not seen a DC show this month. I've not seen the first episode of a DC show this month that I have actively disliked. I might like some more than others, and I might like them for differing reasons. But overall, like I'm looking at this one and I'm like, oh yes, I am here for this one. And So yeah, it'll probably be a treadmill show. I don't know where in the queue it's gonna go, but it'll probably be a treadmill show for me. So, but yeah, this was a fun episode. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and hopefully, so did you. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and thwip the like button. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, share this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. What'd you think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this show. You can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. Each show has its own playlist under the category Watch Parties, and I am also creating a special playlist for the first episodes of DC shows that I watch, to which this show will be added. Whichever of those playlists you go looking for, be sure to look for them on my channel under the category Watch Party. And finally, channel memberships are now active on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Check out the membership tiers and see which, check out the membership, my voice is cutting in and out. Check out the membership tiers and see which benefits you'd like access to. Perks include shoutouts, members-only videos, members-only live streams, and early access to selected uploaded content, as well as a few other benefits. And that's not even mentioning my custom emotes and badges, which I think look pretty good. Check out the membership tiers today and see which perks you'd like access to. And I think that's everything. So thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Okay, all right. Let me go ahead and hopefully we aren't having any more cutouts. God, I just want to strangle my internet provider tonight. So, all right, let's go ahead and see what you guys were talking about. Let's see. Let's see. We had a lot of conversation at the beginning. Okay, there we go. I made Marshlands a mod. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Marshland says that sometimes the anti-hero subgenre can get a little oversaturated. Yeah, I don't disagree with you there, and I think that's at least partially because anti-heroes are so attractive for a lot of writers to write. Writing an out-and-out hero is actually pretty hard because they're, I don't want to say they're not complex, but like you're writing in one particular shade of color, and sometimes that can be a bit hard on the eyes, metaphorically speaking, you know. Whereas with anti-heroes, there's a bit more shade, a bit more color, and it's a little bit more appealing, you know. Again, I'm using a metaphor here, but you guys get what I'm saying. So let's see. Frank Grillo is one of the voice actors that CG was wondering if I would recognize or not. Frank Grillo's voice is very easy for me to spot for some reason. So, okay, yes, that is Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Sr. He actually comes back in both Superman 2025, I remember, and Peacemaker Season 2. I think I'd heard that. So, Marshlands is not insanely familiar with him, but he was also pretty good as Crossbones in the MCU. And oh god, yeah, that's primarily I think what I first recognized him from. He's God, where else has he shown up? He's in Tulsa King as Bill Bevilacqua. Which I actually, as much as I like Frank Grillo, I hated Bevilacqua at first. And of course, they get me to frickin' care for him right before they, like, you know, have him kidnapped and taken off the show. So, yeah. I'm trying to think what else I've seen him in, but maybe that's all I can think of at the moment. Let's see. James Gunn's Squad film is canon to the new timeline. Is it? So that one is actually considered like maybe not officially part, but like those events happen basically. Okay. All right. Um you love Alan Tudyk getting more DC roles? No kidding. I mean, if he just sticks to doing voice stuff, there's no end to the roles that he could get. He was Gary in the Superman movie, so all right, let's see. So as of right now, from what James Gunn has stated, the majority of the events of the Suicide Squad Blue Beetle 2023, I'm watching that on Friday, and Peacemaker Season 1 are canon with a few slight changes. Really? Okay. I like that. And that's kind of what I was wondering. I'm like, okay, those movies were, or at least in terms of Suicide Squad, I'm like, okay, that movie was made before James Gunn rebooted this universe. So it can't like officially be canon, but like he could choose to be like, oh, a very close version of that event happened on this timeline. And I'm not going to lie, that's a genius move. That's a really good, like, that's a smart move on his part. I really like that. So, all right. CG says that Dr. Phosphorus is a character from the comics, but in the pictures he's seen from Creature Commandos, he looks a lot like Blight from Batman Beyond. I'm not really familiar with Batman Beyond, so I don't have a basis for comparison, but I will take your word for it. Alan Tudyk was actually robot number 4 in Superman 2025, right? The one at the end who requested to be named Gary. Apparently, he actually ad-libbed that line on the spot. Yes, and I've seen the outtakes from that, and he actually makes David Corenswet break character and laugh. It's like I think Cornsweat says something like, "You just made the movie" or something like that while he's laughing. So, but I mean, like that's kind of the thing that I like about Alan Tudyk. Like I know him from Serenity. All right, he is always going to be Wash to me. All right. Oh, rest in peace, that beautiful man. Okay, but like it's just funny because Wash is very like he is a very funny guy. And so like whenever I notice that Alan Tudyk is doing the voice, I'm just sitting here thinking, what kind of stuff is he saying to those actors like in the outtakes that is not making it onto film and that is just really, really funny. And in that sense, he kind of reminds me of Robin Williams with his ability to get people to laugh and break character because of his ability to crack jokes. So I'm really like I love stories like that. So CG primarily knows David Arbor from Stranger Things. Seen him in Black Widow, but he hasn't seen the Thunderbolts. Okay, so um Stranger Things is where I was exposed to David Harbour. Um, and yes, he's in Black Widow. He's pretty good in Black Widow, dude. Thunderbolts. I'm not even gonna mince words here. Thunderbolts is the best movie that the MCU put out this year. Like hands down, no question from me. I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. I wasn't even expecting it to be good. It was fucking great. I loved it. I think when I reviewed it for Letterboxd, I think it got 4 stars from me. I was like, easily one of the best films that the MCU has put out recently. And like it's better than Fantastic Four First Steps, which I liked, but still had some issues. Okay. And it was better than Captain America Brave New World, which I liked. I understand why a lot of people didn't like it, and it wasn't without its issues as well. But Thunderbolts just came out of nowhere and knocked me on my ass. It was that good. So, um, so yeah, CG, I highly recommend the Thunderbolts. If you get a chance to check it out, definitely check it out. It is worth watching. And I will say this for it too. It's not there are places in it that are hard to watch. But I think part of those hard to watch, like some of those hard to watch parts, are what make the movie great because of how those parts get handled. So, something you may want to know going into it, though. All right, let's see. CG, he seems to be this pretty similar character. He's largely a creature of radioactive energy that burns when he touches people and can shoot energy blasts. He actually gets his own episode dedicated to him later on. Oh, nice. In regards to Spidey's question, yes, we do learn a decent amount about each member. There's flashbacks for each character throughout the episodes. Yes, good, good. I'm actually glad to hear that. So, all right, Maria Bakalova was the voice of the princess here. Maria Bakalova. Now she sounds familiar. Um, she is a Bulgarian actress. She does look kind of familiar. I'm looking her up right now. She was in oh, okay. I think she was like I think I know her from Borat. Looks like she was in one of the Borat movies. She wasn't in the first one, was she? I don't see Borat on like the original Borat on her oh wait. No, Borat VHS cassette of material deemed sub-acceptable by Kazakhstan Ministry of Censorship and Cert. God, I love it. When oh wait, she was in the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Who was she? She's also in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Oh my God, who was she? She must have been one of the people on Nowhere. Okay, all right. Well, anyways, clearly she likes working with James Gunn, so which is, fine. All right, let's see. She also she voiced Cosmo? Oh my God. Oh, that knocks me on my ass right there. Wow. That makes perfect sense. Yes, I can hear it now. Why did I not pick up on that before? Oh my God. Yes. No, no, I am good dog. You say I am good dog, Cracklin. Oh, yeah, no, I get it now. Okay. Let's see. From what Marshlands can tell, GI Robot definitely seems to be a fan favorite. I can see why. I can see he is probably going to get a hyper violent, kick ass throwdown scene where he either takes out a bunch of Nazis or takes out a bunch of people after he is told that they are Nazis, whether they are Nazis or not. That's what I'm predicting for him. All right. Marshlands is wondering if everything. Yeah, no, the freezing just. Oh, that was so frustrating tonight. Let's see. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Um, the fish girl is Nina Mazursky. Okay, Nina Mazursky. All right. She doesn't have like a code name or anything. I mean, I don't need her to. I'm just wondering. Okay. Absolutely. Why you understand you being frustrated. I can only imagine how irritating it must be dealing with that. It's one of those things where I used to really like when it happened and I was offline. Um, I mean, I would just start spitting obscenities right at the camera. I would lose my temper at the camera. Um, like, and I did my best to make sure that no one actually saw that. I can't guarantee that that happened. But like I can maintain my composure now, but like the frustration still kind of seeps through. Like I will still curse and stuff like that. So, all right. Let's see. Cersei is a Wonder Woman villain, but CG doesn't know much about her. Okay. Let's see. Marshland doesn't either. When it comes to Wonder Woman villains, he mostly knows Giganta, Ares, and Cheetah. Okay. Giganta? Huh. Okay. I'm not really familiar with Giganta, but I imagine she's a gigantic woman. So, all right. And yes, Clayface does show up in this season. He's actually getting his own movie next year. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of why I was surprised to see him. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Didn't they want to introduce him in his movie? But apparently James Gunn doesn't play that. And I'm kind of okay with it, actually. So hold on. I got some tangled hair here. Untangle, you little bastard. There you go. All right. Let's see. Wonder Woman doesn't seem to have too many villains, which also seems to be the case for DC heroes that aren't Batman, Superman, Flash, or the Teen Titans. You're not wrong. A majority of other heroes only seem to have a handful of main villains. Right. Yeah. Let's see. Marshland says that if he probably says that if I enjoyed the Suicide Squad 2021 or Harley Quinn the animated series, I'll most likely have fun with Creature Commandos. Oh, I loved that first episode of Harley Quinn. I was here for that. And this is not the only reason that I loved it, but one of the big reasons is that was Kaylee Cuoco voicing Harley, and I was like, "Oh my God, Penny!" So yeah. CG has fallen behind when it comes to recent DC stuff that isn't Batman related, but he could eventually check out Creature Commandos. I mean, I'm definitely going to check it out. I don't know when, because I'm still treadmilling Batman the Animated Series, but it could happen. All right. CG says that for him, he thinks that he'll think of the Duke of Weaselton from Frozen when he thinks of Alan Tudyk. Oh, okay. I actually haven't seen Frozen. I know, right? Blight is the closest thing that Batman Beyond has to a main villain. Okay, good to know. CG, if you enjoyed Black Widow, Marshlands definitely thinks you would have a fun time with Thunderbolts. CG's like, it's okay. It's okay. I think Thunderbolts is so much better than Black Widow. No disrespect to Scarlett Johansson, I just don't think that was the best movie that they could have made with her character. So yeah, it was all right. It was fine. I don't have any real issues with it. It just didn't wow me like a lot of Marvel stuff did before, you know? CG is the biggest fan of Brave New World that he knows of, so he doubts that Thunderbolts or First Steps would top it as his favorite Marvel film of the year. Yes, but you don't know that until you see it. So, let's see. Marshlands would say that Black Widow, then the Hawkeye Disney Plus show, and then Thunderbolts makes for a pretty solid trilogy, especially if you enjoy Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova. She gets a very solid character arc. Yes, absolutely. And if you have not seen Hawkeye, dude, go watch Hawkeye. Hell, you know what? You don't even have to watch Hawkeye. Go on YouTube and just look for like every clip that has Yelena and Kate Bishop together. And just watch those. Okay, you can just watch those. Like, I like Hawkeye and it's good, but I think the best thing to come out of Hawkeye was Yelena and Kate Bishop. They were gold. They were comedic gold together. I love them so much. I love them so much. All right. Brave New World was a lot of fun, got too much hate. I definitely agree that it got too much hate. I don't know how much fun I would call it. It definitely had its moments. But I loved Anthony Mackie as the new Captain America. Um, I don't know. I feel like they could have made it a little bit better. But you know, I don't know. I did like that they brought back the leader because that was one of those loose ends. It's like, Marvel, when are you gonna tie this one up? You know. There's actually a companion kid book, Captain America: Brave New World, A Hero Looks Like You, that was really. I bet that book exists in the children's section of my library. I'll have to go check it out sometime. All right, CG was expecting me to know Giganta because she was a member of the Legion of Doom and Super Friends, which he thinks was from my generation. And I did watch the Super Friends. It's just that I don't remember a lot of it. Like now that you mention it, if Giganta was in there, then she was probably the counterweight to. Didn't they have like? Wouldn't one of the heroes like a Native American who could grow in size, and he had some sacred word that he said, like connect chuck or something, that allowed him to grow? I'm guessing those two fought. So, all right. CG has seen Hawkeye. He thinks it's okay. All right. Okay. Hey, nobody's perfect, CG. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Marshlands agrees with me. Best part of Hawkeye was definitely Yelena and Kate. Really hope we get more of them together. I know, right? Like first of all, we need a Young Avengers movie. And Kate Bishop needs to be part of it, but they need to do that soon because Kate Bishop is in her 20s by this point, okay? And if you wanted to keep the Avengers all teenagers, you're already too late for that. But they could still do it. And I want them to. I just don't know if they will. It's like, Marvel, come on, get off your ass and do this, you know? Apache Chief. God, the name just sounds racist. Oh, God. Yeah, it was a chant. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't even really like that I remember that, but yeah, like he did exist. But I remember him more than I remember Giganta. So go figure that one out. So all right, guys. So this has been fun. Seriously, this was fun. Um, but I think dude, the 80s was wild. Yeah, different time. Oh yes. The 80s was wild. Just watch a few episodes of Cheers, which is an excellent show, but there are some episodes and some scenes in that show that is like there's no way you could get away with filming that today. Like you would get so much backlash, you know? Like there's a scene where Sam and Diane, they just stand there slapping each other in the face. Like, I don't know, for probably a good 10 seconds. They're just exchanging slaps. They're just taking turns slapping each other while they're arguing. And it's played for laughs. And I'm just like, I'm watching that now and I'm like, oh my God, you know. I was a kid during that time, so like, oh God. So okay, guys. All right. I'm gonna get going. Before we go though, I actually want to go and take a look at a post that I made earlier today. I posted a poll, basically saying, hey, if I do a birthday stream, what would you guys want me to do? For those of you that don't already know, my birthday is on December 5th. And I do like to celebrate my birthday. But what the hell? There we go. All right. Holy crap. Okay, wow. Cozy Game and Chill is winning by a landslide. We got 12 votes total. So we got 6 for Cozy Game and Chill and Chat, and then 2 apiece for No Game, Chill and Chat, 2 for Retro Game, Chill and Chat, and then 2 for Superhero Game, Chill and Chat. Okay. All right. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping that it would be Cozy Game and Chat, but I did not expect as many of you to be as enthusiastic about that option as I apparently am. So, anyways, I just wanted to take a look at that because I do want to I do want to at least consider doing a birthday stream. Um, if I were to do it, it would be on a Friday. It would be on Friday, December 5th, which would be my birthday. Which I am working that day, and I'm also working Saturday the 6th. So there are a couple of things we could do if we really wanted to do this. We could either do I could move First Film Friday to Thursday night and then do the chat on my birthday, which I mean, I kind of like to do that when I can because I like to celebrate things like on my birthday, you know. Um, but with that said, we could do a couple of other things. We could do the chat Thursday night and then just do Film First Friday, which will be the Wolverine. Um, you know, kind of like I don't know, we could just maintain the schedule. And then what else could we do? Brain does not want to work right now. Or I could try to do like a birthday chat either before or after Film First Friday. Not too crazy about that option because I really shouldn't stay up that late because I will have to work the next day. Yada yada yada. You guys know what I'm talking about here. So I don't know. If you guys have any thoughts on the matter, I would love to hear them. Just let me know. I eventually make my own decisions, regardless of what polls and advice I get, but I do like to consider the advice of those that I get it from. So please let me know if you have any thoughts one way or the other as to how we should do that. And I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and just move us over to this scene since I don't think you guys really need to see the overlay anymore. Any idea what the cozy game would be? I don't know actually. Like I'm gonna be playing Stardew Valley on Saturday night anyways, so I feel like if I did Stardew Valley that Thursday or Friday, it'd be kind of like I mean, we could do it. It just feels like it might be a lot. I'm not gonna lie. When I do Stardew Valley streams, people tune in. I get a lot of watch time when I do Stardew Valley streams. So if I really wanted to boost my watch hours, I would be doing Stardew Valley streams like every week. I'd be doing them several times a week. But here's the thing: I know I would get tired of it. So that's why I do variety video game streams. With that said, we could do that. However, I do have my spreadsheet of cozy games that I have access to, and I know that I will be getting more of them. Um, Hold on, I'm trying to access that spreadsheet right now. I know it's in a post, but let me just look at the spreadsheet itself. Okay, so here are the games that I have access to that I would consider, and I know at least one more that I would add to the list that I haven't yet. I have access to Animal Crossing New Horizons on the Switch, um, Astrobot on the PlayStation 5. I have Cult of the Lamb on Steam/PC. Um, I could play Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 5. They're PS4 games, but I can play those on the PlayStation 5. I have Dredge, which is basically Lovecraftian fishing. It's actually pretty good. Fields of Mystria, which I have never played, and a lot of people have said it's a lot like Stardew Valley. If you want to play a game like Stardew Valley that isn't Stardew Valley, it's got its own kind of graphics and everything, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. Let's see another game that I have played and enjoyed on Steam and PC is called Graveyard Keeper. It's kind of like Stardew Valley a little bit, but it's a bit darker. There is a farming mechanic, but like you're basically you're the town graveyard keeper and morgue person, and you're like the town preacher too. It's weird, but it's good. It's good. I have Moonlighter for the Switch, which is like store management, but also has like a combat component. Um, then for most of the rest of this, it's on Steam and PC. I have Minecraft, Palia, Rune Factory 4 Special, Slime Rancher, Stardew Valley, which I also have on the Switch, and that's where I mostly play it. Sunhaven, which I've played before on stream, which is a lot like Stardew Valley, but it also has magic and RPG elements in it. I kind of like it. There is some controversy around it, though. Terraria, which is like 2D Minecraft essentially, and then Traveler's Rest, which I've recently just played on this channel and actually enjoy it. I would need to get used to the gameplay loop, but I definitely would enjoy it. I'm also pretty sure that by the time we get to next month, I'm going to have access to the game Cat Quest, and I'm probably going to have access to it through the PlayStation 5 because currently it is on sale on the PlayStation Store for $3.24. And I've played Cat Quest on my Android phone, and it's cute enough that I'm like, yeah, I would consider this a cozy game. So, all right, Marshlands is not sure if I've played it before or not, but would definitely be down to see me eventually play the PS1 Spider-Man game from Neversoft. So I technically have played it. I have not finished it or completed it. Um, I don't currently have access to a PS1 or an N64, which I also think it was on. I've heard the PS1 version is a lot better. So I would need to get access to a PS1 at some point, which is probably going to be a ways down the line. So, um, but I would like it to happen because I already do a retro Spider-Man game every month, and I will eventually, like get and play all of them. I intend to continue doing at least one retro Spider-Man game per month as we head into 2026, even if a lot of my streams are going to be changing names and content. And again, as we get closer to 2026, I'll tell you guys more about it. I've dropped a few hints here and there on the live streams, and I think I've made one or two little announcements on my posts, but I'll give you guys like a better, like stronger idea of what we got probably about a month from now when we're in about mid-December, and I'll be like, 2026 is coming. This is what we are doing, kind of thing. So, but yeah, you can definitely expect more retro Spider-Man. Guys, like I I got these old games. I got to do something with them, right? You know, I I got I got lots of these old Spider-Man games. Like I gotta, I can't let them die on the vine here. I got like I just been going through and buying a bunch of Spider-Man games. Come on, unblur it, you stupid camera. Unblur it. It's Spider-Man 3. There it is. There we go. So there's Spider-Man 3 and then Spider-Man Battle for New York. And then I've also got another one. Oh yeah, this was a good twofer right here. Check this out. So I got Spider-Man Mysterio's Menace. I definitely want this one to unblur. And then look at this. We've got Wolverine's Revenge. It's Spider-Man, Mysterio's Menace, and Wolverine's Revenge, which I'm told, I don't know if this applies to the Game Boy Advance version, but I'm told that's actually a pretty good movie tie-in game. So we may play that at some point too. So um I'll tell you guys this much. I'll tell you guys this much. You can probably figure out a lot of my 2026 content at this point by looking at some of the posts that I've made. Like there are definitely clues in there, and you can probably piece some things together. So I'll let you guys chew on that for a while. But in the meantime, oh my God, this was supposed to be just a 20-30 minutes show, and I've got this stream going like an hour and a half. And I know it's partially due to the technical difficulties, stupid internet. But part of it's also that I just enjoy talking to you guys about, well, the channel and about, I've really been enjoying DC month. Like, there's a lot of good content out there that I just have not experienced from the DC universe. And so I'm really enjoying getting the chance to discover it and get at least somewhat immersed in it and be like, oh yeah, this is definitely worthy of a follow up. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun, guys. I'll give you one more little nugget of information before we head off for the night. I work tomorrow. I work Thursday. And then starting Thursday evening, I am on vacation until December 1st. I'm going to take like a 10-day vacation. I'll have Thanksgiving off. Now, this weekend, you guys know that my grandfather recently passed. This weekend is going to be his memorial. So I have a somber event to go to and everything. And it could affect my streams, just so you guys know. Just keep that in mind for especially for Saturday. I don't know yet. But if it does, we'll get around to them eventually. So don't worry about it. I definitely want to play more Stardew Valley on this channel. So, yeah, in the meantime, I got 2 more days of work ahead of me, and then I am off. So you can expect likely that I will be doing all my scheduled streams, and I'll probably do some more, like some bonus streams that are not scheduled, which can be anything I want them to be sometime during that 10-day period. All right. So, but yeah, I just figured I'd let you guys know that. Thank you, Marshlands. I appreciate that. Yeah, it wasn't unexpected. Nobody was surprised. Um, he and I think by the time it happened, I think he was ready to be done. Um, I did get to see him shortly before he passed and tell him goodbye and tell him that I love him and everything, and he was still lucid and able to respond to me, and he could do a little bit of moving. He really couldn't stand anymore, but like he was still him. He was still the person that I remembered and loved. So I'm glad I at least got that last visit with him. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go you know, pay him tribute this weekend. So, but in the meantime, I'm gonna get going, guys. So thank you guys for being here, hanging out with me. I always appreciate it. Have a good evening. Take care. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.